All right. 9 o'clock in the morning. Time flies fast.
Y'all gonna have to tell me about that one off here again.
What you been missing, boy?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
All the action.
I think that was breaking news. Somebody drop it on us on
Friday.
I think.
Friday. Breaking news, boy.
All you heard the news.
Himself, actually.
Was Kwesi?
Yeah. I think so, yeah.
Yes. It was Kwesi.
I think Kwesi dropped that one.
You know, Kwesi is the regular recommended there.
Don't take away his gun. Yeah. Don't take away that gun. That gun is part of he. No gun, no Kwesi.
All people say when the world is at peace. Please
Leave it alone.
Leave it alone. No, man. Oh God, leave it alone. Hey, 9 o'clock in the morning. Is Royal Bruce, that is the minister, is saying that the farm workers. What is the story saying? Is that
What he's saying? Let me hear what he's saying. So there's a story on SVG Times, St. Vincent Times. SVG Canada Farm Worker Program to be overhauled.
All right, what?
All right. St. Vincent's Minister of Agriculture, Israel Bruce, last week addressed the Canadian Farm Workers Program, stating that for many seeking new opportunities, the program in its previous form is best considered to be over. Is best considered to be over.
What's that mean?
During a consultation in North Leewood, he provided details regarding the state of the program and the government's future plans. Bruce explained that new applicants were facing a closed door because Canadian firms year after year request the same set of people to return. He noted that constituents who were previously told that they could easily get opportunities to go to Canada were not told the truth. The government's decided to revisit the program to add new energy and create actual new employment opportunities. This redesign will cover not only the Canadian leg, but also a St. Vincent leg to help local farmers find labor.
Who requesting the usual suspects to come back?
Presumably the Canadian farms.
Is it because it's easier? Because they know what they're about?
They're reliable. They know what the work is. Less dropout rates.
Yeah.
I mean, that's understandable.
Yeah, if I run in a big farm, and I know when
I don't want to bring in 20 people and find out 5 of them quit on me because they don't like it.
They like the coal or the runoff or some kind of thing. Yeah. I bring the usual suspects. And
they run off.
They run off. Yeah, there's run off.
Because
I mean,
I think that's the right language to use.
Okay. They abscond from duties. How that song? That song better.
So like you try to escape the plantation.
Yeah, I mean, run off.
They run off.
What's your name? Toby. And I mean, run off.
Listen to this line. This line's interesting. Bruce promised that at the next consultation, all things being equal, the government would be ready to announce new opportunities as part of the redesigned farm workers program.
Redesign.
What that one there, boy?
I was reading.
So you're trashing the old one.
You're gonna redesign it.
But you haven't formulated what the redesign is.
Whatever redesign though, I'd like to believe that they would negotiate higher wages.
So the wages are not.
How does that work? I didn't realize.
I don't know.
In October 2025, more than 350 Vincentians registered for the Canadian Farm Workers Program.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. It doesn't say how many of those actually got the job.
Right.
I don't know how that works. You go on whatever the farmers,
pick your fruit.
Wouldn't it be better though to announce the redesign, announce the changes when you know what the redesign is? That's a bit like Trump and his healthcare plan.
It's going to be a great healthcare plan.
It's going to be great. Going to be better.
Nobody's going to die anymore.
The existing one is trash.
Yeah.
Mine's going to be better.
So what's the new healthcare plan?
10 years later, still no healthcare plan.
Because his was just great.
It's just great.
It was great.
What do you know? Not to stray too far, but now that you mentioned Trump, what do you think about him attempting to rename the Kennedy Center to the Trump Kennedy Center?
Yeah, what's wrong with that? It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
I've never seen a name as
beautiful as that. You did the Trump Kennedy.
Well, there was a story, something to do with a tunnel that's needed between New Jersey and New York.
Sure, it's going to name Trump.
And he withheld federal funding unless they name it the Trump tunnel or whatever.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Egomaniac.
Well, it's only we watch Victoria Park and name it Independence Park. So
that's not what the man wanted to call it, though.
Independence Park?
He didn't want to call it that.
But what was the reasons he cited for that? Come wait,
It's like AIA. Listen.
Yeah,
You want to really know?
I'm gonna say it because that's what I have to say.
Now, if he was Trump, he would have just done it.
What was the reason they gave for changing
And
that
he would have
name?
got away with it.
Yeah, he would have.
What was the reason they gave for changing the name?
Colonial.
But no, it can't be colonial because we still have the Royal St. Vincent and Grenadines Police. We still have His Majesty's Prison, so it can't be colonial.
Do you think the new government, before independence gets too
I
established,
think they should change it back.
they should change it?
People, I hate on the street.
You hear people call it Independence Park?
No.
In official pronouncements.
Oh.
Yeah, right. But there are people that still tell you Victoria Park. What do you think? Change back, stay.
You could come up with a new name.
Yeah, but should it? But
I think-
basically,
I think Independence Park, much like the Legend Stand,
it was a rushing one.
is a blah.
Yeah, it was a block. Yeah,
Is a blah.
Independence Park.
Why like a Legend Stand?
like
What does that mean?
It's just a ringing.
Like, what does that mean?
It's loud but not sweet.
If I wanna honor Chris at Hot 97, and we call the production room
the Legends Room?
the Legends Room. Not really honor Chris.
Why don't you just call it Too Cool Chris?
You
You know?
Chris's house.
Yeah.
I mean,
Talking about it loud but sweet is Trinity Carnival.
it building up, man.
You look good.
Building up nice.
Yeah, building
Nice.
up real nice.
Nice.
Building up real nice. Listen.
It's when you have the money, man.
It's not just that. I realize they're into it. Huh?
Let me ask a question. Here's a question. And I know it will take,
They are actually into it.
Let me
and,
ask a
and,
question.
and we sometimes talk a good game.
but no one tell you. I know this will take
Trini-
funding and all that.
Trinis take their money and spend it in Carnival.
What do we need to do? I know it will take funding and all that, but I guess other things can be done as well. What could we do? Not to come at
Well,
that level.
You can't say that just off the top of the head, but clearly, right?
Something needs to be done.
Clearly, that Trinidad spirit and that Trinidad momentum is impressive.
Yeah.
It is impressive.
If we were even to imagine, to fathom a thought, reach anywhere close to that, how do we start? Where do we start?
I think it's unpopular to say, Berman, but we've got to focus on stage shows, in my view. The stage shows is what's driving Trini Carnival,
Yeah.
right?
You
Bands.
saw Stink and Dirty?
Mm.
Jeez.
We're giving soca small money,
Yeah.
right? And we're trying to share the pot between things which aren't really that popular. The Trinis, yes, they have their Calypso thing and they look big as well, but they are not trying to say Trini Carnival is about Calypso and then we're still trying to do it. We're still trying to say our carnival's about pan and thing. The Trinis aren't really doing that.
Just energy.
They're on soca. They're on big shows, big stages, big bands, big artists.
I mean, as
You know what I
relates-
mean?
as relates to bands and whatnot, and I guess this is the same argument you were making with football and sports in general. That has to start from schooling.
Yeah,
I'll tell you, right? I went to Beckway Music Festival.
but why?
last
But
week.
why is it going to start in schooling if there's nothing to progress to?
Well, true,
Right?
right? But I went to Beckway Music Festival. We have some good bands here. We have Silk and Ecstasy,
Ecstasy.
And,
there's
a few
another
others.
one. There's a
right?
Yeah.
But there were some bands that
Kinetic.
came over from other islands with young players in them, right? Like we have young people now too, but I'm thinking to myself, boy, I could still like Bajan. There was like a couple Bajan bands. I'm thinking, but I could think of like another 9, 10, 11 bands in Barbados. Like they have like a
Because
culture.
we're not giving them any platform, right? If we don't, all right, and it's a criticism of the CDC, and it's a criticism of the former government, right? If we don't put effort into stage shows, right,
Mhm.
we're gonna lose whatever we have left, right? I'm not saying ban all inclusives and all that kind of thing. They're fine. They fit in around, but if you watch Trinidad, it's those stage shows that are driving everything. Right?
Yeah.
It's bringing out the artists, it's bringing out the musicians, it's bringing out the producers. You know what I mean? It's bringing in the tourists. And we have actually gone the other direction. We've moved away from stage shows. Stage shows are relatively rare in St. Vincent now.
Yeah.
But we all watch Trinidad, and we're watching these massive shows.
And we say, woo!
The lack of stage shows has changed the carnival experience.
Yeah, drastically. And the next step that's going to occur without stage shows is we're going to start losing musicians. We're going to start losing artists because there's no real reason.
Yeah.
It's all very well doing a rural carnival, but if nobody's getting paid from it,
how you motivate people
what's
to
the
do
point?
it again? Yeah.
And we've seen rural carnivals drop off because we're losing the really important
losing
part.
the recipes, man.
Yes.
Morning.
You see, one of the things with the all-inclusive, it could be good and it could be bad. During the carnival, see, especially in the prime heat of the carnival, an all-inclusive could do a lot of damage to the art form because artists don't get paid from it. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And basically, having a stage show during them times, artists getting paid, vendors getting money from it, it's a whole chain reaction. So, to me, there are too many all-inclusive that we're pushing during the carnival season and not too many stage show. And then we need to get back into that stage show part. Then there's the issue with venue. Venues is a big problem because we're going to have the venues.
Big problem.
Yeah. You know? True.
Yeah. All right. Well.
Yeah.
So venues.
You see,
Problem number one.
well, venues is, I wouldn't say it's problem number one, but
It's up there.
it's there. The in the current kind of iteration of CDC, one, they're trying to do things which clearly the public are just not that interested in many cases, right? And in many ways, they're given equal status to soca. Trinidad, the home of Carnival in the Caribbean, does not make that mistake. Soca does not have to share the status with other things. Soca is it.
Yeah. So okay. Morning.
Morning. How are you doing, guys? Good morning. Good morning.
Morning.
Jagger.
Morning.
What's going on? It's an interesting topic this morning, but
Well,
With regards-
it's a kind of repeat. we seem
I know.
to come back to it from time to time.
I mean, as long as the time is in season, because we're seeing what is happening in Trinidad now. We're seeing what is happening throughout the region. To be personal, I think we're somewhat stuck here in St. Vincent, to be very honest.
Yeah.
I think what is happening, even in Barbados, our next door neighbors and St. Lucia, we are really not giving the type of attention to musicians and bands here at all.
Yeah.
Right.
It's weird to me that a private promoter could fly in 5 foreign DJs, 6 foreign artists, and can't hire a local band.
Right.
I mean, and then the influx of what we call outside musicians. I mean, we're not really protecting. And as a musician myself, as a television, I'll be very honest with you. We have ourselves to blame for a lot of that too. I can tell you that without any biasness or anything like that. I think over the years, and I've noticed this, that a lot of musicians, but like you just said, Luke, soca is it.
Yeah. Soca's it.
Soca is it for us.
But for some reason, we seem to be reluctant to admit it. And I don't know why.
And I agree with you. I agree with you wholeheartedly, 100%.
I think if we admitted it, we would approach Carnival in a completely different fashion.
Of course. I mean, to be very honest with you, I mean, I've been in positions, and to be honest, they're not favorable positions for me, where I've been working here. Right in St. Vincent with musicians who telling me soca is garbage, and soca is nothing.
Yeah.
And soca is 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Right? But you can't tell Marshall soca is 1, 2, 3, because that's his living. You can't tell voice that. You can't
Not
tell
just that.
nobody that.
Not just that. You can't have any Monday and Tuesday without soca.
Yeah, exactly. But then guess what? They all wanna in the season. They all wanna jump up on a soca stage.
How would you respond to a comment? Somebody is saying, yes, now people calling for the return of bands, but nobody paid it any mind.
Because it needs government. It needs government support. I keep
And
saying
that is
this.
why-
Like, a stage
And
show.
that is why.
A stage show is
Look.
expensive to put on. It's risky to put on.
And that
An
is why-
all-inclusive is basically risk-free.
Yep. And that is why I say this to you all the time. And I say this to a lot of people. Look at one of the people in St. Vincent with sense.
Don't make you
Hype up.
Long time, man. Long time.
Hype up
Long
this guy.
time. Long.
Just say, Chris, come over there. Man, let go commercial.
I want to big up to Fig Tree Restaurant in Beckway. I was there the other day during the music festival, and they do a program every Saturday, a reading club, where kids come and they get to read. Like they're volunteers, bunch of volunteers who get to read to kids. The kids read back, and I thought when I witnessed it, I was like, "Wow, this is impressive." Talking like maybe 20 kids, it looked like to me.
What kind of age groups?
Young, maybe from 5 to
5 to
maybe,
10. 13?
yeah, 12, 13, maybe. And I thought it was such a good initiative.
Excellent.
It looked like expats were involved, locals, tourists maybe, were reading as well. It was good, man. They started doing that for over 20 years.
So we're gonna start it here.
I think we should.
Sounds good, man. I'll be on board with that one.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. There you go. We're going to do this. Come on.
Flow makes your next